Hello. First of all, welcome to the talk. The talk is about tiny models, big impact, which is a clickbait. On-device AI for real apps for Android or iOS. Um, and before we start, I think I want to see how many of you already have experienced on-device AI, or even developed it, or as a user, you have experienced it in the apps. Okay, so very few of us, which is nice because this talk will help you understand that. Yep. So my name is Hammad Akram, and I'm a lead Android engineer at H&M. And I have been exploring like AI for mobile apps. AI does not, and I noticed AI does not fit well with the mobile apps because it's not that of a big screen, right? Everyone talks about like building an agent, and not every apps can have an agent, right? Or an AI assistant, but nowadays you see an AI assistant for a weather app as well. But this talk is about a bit different. So when we started exploring on-device AI, or AI specifically for mobile apps, and see how that can fit in mobile apps, but that was the wrong approach, I would say, because we should see on the other way around, like what user actually wants, right? Do user really wants AI? Or do they really care about AI, but they care about the experience itself, however you provide them, either by an AI, without an AI, or it's local, cloud, they don't care. So that's where we should look into. This talk is basically a more product oriented, like think about the other way around, how AI can help users and improve the user experience. And user wants a faster experience, right? Less delay, instant, or even simpler. Simpler is always better than adding a new feature, or effortless, or the best one, integrated into the experience, not as a separate screen. They don't want another screen popping up and you just talk to it. But if it's integrated into the features, then it's more helpful for them. So users don't want AI experiences specifically. They want better experiences, right? And that's where we need to focus on. Instead of putting and forcing AI directly into an app, think about how it can help and improve a user experience. And this brings me to what is AI enhanced experiences, right? It's not a flashy AI features. It's not a chatbot. It's not a conversational search. It's not an styling assistant, for example. But AI enhanced experience is that AI understand users how and give a proper input or next action, or even simplify the user journey, or summarize the long scattered information, or even suggest the products, or suggest your style or your next action, basically helping user nudge and help to improve their journey, right? This brings me to the next point. Like, this is not new. Like, this has been going on for a long time, even before generative AI, right? Um, there are apps which have been using these for some time now, but we have not noticed it. And that's the best thing about these features or these experiences, right? You can see Gmail summaries, or Gboard voice typing, call screening, or notification summaries. We have seen these features in these apps, in most probably like Google, Samsung, or Apple apps, but not in third-party apps. But most of them are using on-device AI, and they had access to their own local models. And now they are providing an access to a third-party as well, which we can use, basically. But this brings me to the next question. Why on-device? Like, why do we want these on-device, right? There are two options do we have, like cloud AI or on-device AI models. And we can look into them one by one and see what fits in what situation. So cloud AI, it powers features basically. It's powerful, right? So if you are building some features, if you need some large context list, like access to your catalog or backend access, um, or some personalized journey, then of course it needs powerful AI agent, and then or AI basically, and then you need cloud AI to do all of that. But it includes privacy concerns. It includes price. So you need to make sure that it's beneficial enough for what you are paying for the cloud. Your users will be using these tokens, and if it's not beneficial, then it's costing you. So it's not easy to build these features because you need to always talk to multiple teams, your product owners, to say, okay, we need to build this feature and then test it with the users to see if this is really beneficial, right? On the other hand, on-device, which powers interactions, it understands, simplifies, and helps nudge users to go on and have a better experience and some smooth journey. It's instant, it's private, it's free, it's lightweight. But of course, it's not a comparison between on-device or a cloud AI. These two go hand in hand. So it depends on which feature and how you're approaching it. So that means different needs and different AI. So you need to think about what is the feature and how do you want to approach it. Yeah. But another thing is that AI should be an enhancement, not a dependency, right? It needs to give you or give users the enhancements, not like you don't need to depend on it. Otherwise, it costs you, and then you rely on AI. And this brings me to the foundation models, or like in Android, Gemini Nano, or in iOS, these are called foundation models, and how these can help you, right? So with foundation models, AI capabilities are built into the device and then shared across the apps. So building an AI, you first need to think about what model do you need to use, then how do you ship it, how you update it, the size of the model, how you train it. But with these foundation models, you don't need to think about it. These are available for you, and these will be downloaded for you, these will be updated for you, but these are shared with other apps as well. So you focus on building the experience, not focus on what model and how to ship it. So we developer, basically, we focus on, okay, let's build the experience and that our time is put into the right place. And yeah, these are shared with all the other apps, but it's private, and there is a layer between you and the model for the security. And in Android, this is set up. I just noticed a spelling mistake. But yeah, this is being accessed by an AI core, which serves as an interface between you and the model. So AI core makes sure to download this model for you, keeps the model up to date, and also secure for you. So you can rely on that and then safely build the feature on top of it. Um, yep. And with that, there is some, while we were building these features, we noticed some of the UX patterns that could help build these features. This is because this is a bit different. This is not a cloud AI. These are not very powerful. So you have to do or follow some pattern to build the better experience for the users. And the first one is ask for a specific output. For example, user has put some input, and you want to check if that input and which category is that. Instead of asking the AI to do check the input and then respond to the users directly, which can be tricky, right? You can't trust the AI always. So it's better to ask for specific structured response, like categorizing this input into these categories only, so app can understand them. You can ask it to respond in a JSON format, so you know, okay, this is the input, and now you got an output to understand what category was it, for example. So once you understand the category, you can, of course, app can do the rest basically and do the action, not AI. So here you can see that if you ask a class to classify the input, then you check what was the category, and then app will act on it. Either show the same message, it can be localized into different languages, or do some actions, but not relying on directly on AI to like do all of that, but just to categorize it. And it also, if you see in the previous slide, well, maybe I can't go back, but you also see the confidence, how confident is AI about these classification, and you can act on it. So yeah, don't ask open-ended question, but fixed structured responses. Yep, and the second one is design for absence. There are some pros, right? It's free, it's good for privacy, but there are problems. Like these AI models are not available on all the devices, on not all the situations. It is available on some high-end devices right now, on Android and iPhone. But the adoption is increasing. You have to design for absence. If AI is available, then show the enhancement. Otherwise, go back to the original feature. So you are not breaking anything, basically. Or if it's downloading, you can do. If you can wait, you can wait. If you can't wait, you just go ahead with the feature, and next time you will have that experience. And if it's not supported, of course, you fall back. Yep. So app will have the control over it. And this is where I will show you some of the enhanced interactions that we explored, or some use cases, just to give you an idea about how this can help your app, or how you can think around it while building these interactions. And these are some examples that we explored. First one is understanding the intent. So that, and this is actually an actual feature in H&M, where we have a report an issue, where user have to report a technical issue only, but they add their refunds and product-related issues as well, and we can't control them, but we have added a message in there that if you have an issue with your refund or product, go to customer service. But here AI helps us in there. So it can understand what user has input, and then understand if it's not a technical issue, then we can nudge users to go to customer service or track their refund. The next one is simplify information. This is very common for reviews. You have a lot of reviews. You can go through, keep on going, a lot of reviews, but it will be really helpful for the users to summarize all of that in one sentence or maybe two, so that they can just glance over it and see, okay, what are the reviews in these products. Smart filters. This is, I think, very powerful, because in e-commerce apps, we have like a lot of layers of filters. Users need to go in, like, what color do you want? What is the size of your, all of that to get your products. But AI can do all of that for you. Like, it can take the input, and then, of course, it categorizes that input into your filters, and then app will apply the filters, not AI, of course. And then search query rewrite is another good example where, and it's very common as well. Users don't know what they want. Sometimes you have an idea, you can write it down and try to like remember the exact term, but you don't know the name. So AI can help you refine your search with comfortable, a comfortable office pants, and like into a proper search queries. And these are all like an extension to the features, right? So, and these are like not exactly the main features, but it helps. These all help the user a lot. And with that, I want to say that I think if you notice these features, the best AI features is the one which users don't notice, but would miss if it's gone. And I think that's what excites me in the future of the mobile, the way we are going with the on-device. Thank you.